What's up, everyone? I'm Enrique, known as Aries7 here on Xbox Live and on Twitter as Enrique at Aries Gamer. Many of you guys on Twitter may remember me from my brief stint with another podcast where I was doing a weekly podcast show and video game reviews too. So this is actually an introductory video to my new podcast, which is called Basement Radio Arcade, or officially the Basement Radio Arcade Podcast, and something I've been thinking about doing for the last couple weeks. And really the motivator for me in doing this is really to shoot the shit with you guys, the audience, the folks on social media, and talk games with people who are passionate and love games as much as I do. So that's what I'm here to do. Probably won't do a lot of video game reviews, may do some, maybe some streams or some quick video uploads of games that I'm playing, kind of give my 2 cents on those games. But I probably won't be doing any video games review like I previously did on the last channel that I was on. So, but again, the content here is just going to be having fun, talking about the video game industry and everything video games related, as you can see, as the video games rotate around me here, which is actually pretty cool. Again, shoot the shit with a lot of you guys, and we'll have guests on here too, talking about video games and things going on in the gaming industry. So, with that note, as we talk about the video games industry, Microsoft was in the news again this past week. They released their recent earnings report. Microsoft as a company is doing very well. They have really done, really, in my estimation, turned a corner under the leadership of Satya Nadella. I kind of felt under Steve Ballmer they were kind of, milking the Windows thing and not really innovating or moving in a different direction. So it's good to see them doing that. That is very challenging for a large organization such as Microsoft to do it, but they're doing it. So hats off to Satya Nadella and all the folks who are working their asses off there to kind of turn things around. So, but yeah, so Microsoft released their earnings, and oddly enough, they did not report Xbox sales numbers. They actually referred to the active users for the Xbox Live service, and moving forward, they're actually going to be only talking about numbers for the Xbox Live service in terms of active users. Now, this is interesting because Microsoft is now focusing on trying to be a services company that has an ecosystem now with kind of Windows 10, their DX12 API, all those software tools kind of in the middle of this ecosystem, tying into different devices, similar to what we're seeing with Apple and Google. And so that has raised some concerns from what I've been seeing on with some of you guys posting on Twitter. Some of you may feel that maybe Microsoft's focused on the wrong thing in regards to the Xbox, and that the Xbox shouldn't be looked at per se as a Windows device, but rather a game console first. And the concern is, well, if they look at it as a Windows device, are they going to lose focus on giving what gamers actually want? And the argument on that side is that Sony, to some extent, has done a better job of marketing the PlayStation 4 console as a gaming-only console, and really kind of tailoring the needs of gamers first, and then adding some of those additional added value features second. So certainly concerned by some of the things that I've been seeing on Twitter. I'm not going to comment on that right now. It's something that we're going to talk about on this podcast. I'm actually trying to line up some guests today to talk about that. So keep an eye out for that. If that podcast comes up, it'll be a live podcast. I'll link it on my Twitter feed. But again, I'm trying to line up some guests for that today. If it doesn't happen today, it'll probably happen in the next couple of days or so. So also in gaming news, Halo 5 drops October 27th. Yes, to the Halo gods, finally Halo 5. This is my most anticipated game of 2015, and I actually had the privilege of watching someone that I follow on Twitter, Southbound 110, was kind enough to Twitch stream to the whole Xbox Live universe and gaming universe Halo 5. So it looks really, really good. I'm definitely really excited about this game, and I can't wait for it. I think it's going to really set some new records for that franchise. So, and actually something else is happening on October 27th that's game related. Sony is going to have their Parashow game conference, and folks, I don't think it's a coincidence that Sony is doing this on the day Halo 5 releases. It's a good way for Sony to keep themselves in the news after missing or not having a press conference this past Gamescom, and kind of giving Microsoft the majority of the spotlight there. So I expect Sony to have some pretty big news. I'd be surprised if there weren't some some new news items coming out of that press conference. I know some things have kind of leaked from Europe, where some new developers been signed, and that could be announced. Who knows what that means or what that is? For all we know, it could be something third party related, or maybe something indie related with a new indie developer. So we'll keep an eye out for that and see what happens. Also, this past week, Assassin's Creed Syndicate came out, and I don't actually have a copy of the game yet. I'm actually, trying to, I guess, be as lean as possible in the gaming department with the release of Halo 5 coming out on Tuesday, as that's going to take so much of my time. And by the way, too, guys, I'm open to doing some co-op with many of you with many of you folks who follow me on Twitter. I'm definitely open up to doing some co-op. I'll probably be Twitch streaming or YouTube streaming actually Twitch streaming, because we can't do the YouTube yet on Xbox Live, but doing some Twitch streaming of Halo 5. So definitely want to keep an eye out for that. But yeah, so Assassin's Creed looks like Assassin's Creed Syndicate looks like it's a much improved version of the franchise, or this particular entry in the franchise from last year's Unity. So congratulations, Ubisoft. Good job. And looks like you guys put together another great Assassin's Creed game. And from what I understand, the best since Black Flag, which is one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games. Actually, probably my favorite in the franchise. So, but hey, guys, thanks again for checking out this introductory video of Basement Radio Arcade. I definitely look forward to shooting the shit with you guys and talking about video games and talking about the gaming industry and just having fun doing it, man. That's what this is all about. It's all about having fun and talking about everything related to video games. So I'm going to post a link to my YouTube channel. Definitely subscribe to us. We appreciate the support, and keep an eye out for some of the videos. We're going to be getting some guests soon, and I'll be doing time permitting. I'll be doing some little podcast updates with things that are related to the gaming industry, and even providing some of my own 2 cents, if you will, to some of the things that are going on. So thanks again, guys, for stopping and watching this quick introductory video. By the way, I love this background. This thing is nice. I mean, it's perfect. For me, it was perfect. When I was thinking about what I was going to do for this podcast, and I was thinking about just everything video game related, and this being about video games, I mean, this to me was just perfect, because there's a lot of things going on in the background that relate to video games. So this is an awesome background to use on the Xbox. So, well, guys, thanks again for stopping in. Check my introductory podcast. I appreciate your time. Give me a follow on Twitter. Again, it's Enrique at Aries Gamer, and definitely subscribe to my YouTube podcast. And hey, gamers, remember to game on, and most importantly, have fun.